What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dave Mo. I'm here at the house for the time being. Just gonna chime in real quick on this. Man, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm way too old to be wrapped up with these young cats. I guess you got I don't know how to say his name, so we'll say Bliss Auto Sales, based in, I believe, North Carolina. And you got this other guy, I don't even know his name, based in Oregon. And I guess it looks like the guy in Oregon is trying to call out Bliss Auto Sales about how much money they make and everything else. And to me, from a different generation, you know, I consider that pocket watching, and it's just not something I do. I don't, I don't like to chime in on another man's money at all. Their money don't make me money, so I don't care about that money. You know, that's just been my thing since I was young. You know, Pops told me, he's like, listen, don't worry about no one else's money. Make your own money, focus on your money, and that money will grow. And that's just the truth of where I come from, all right? But I think in this situation, I've known Bliss Auto Sales or his channel for about a year or two. I remember when he bought an Audi, I think it was. I love Audis. I think it was like a A4, wouldn't start. So, I got wrapped up in that. And I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't watch a lot of YouTube. But, I'll check in. I'll tap in every now and again and see what's going on. And then this other guy from Oregon, he always has a New York shirt on. So I really thought he was from New York, right? Like, real talk. I was like, all right, let me, just see what this guy's got going on. I couldn't place. I was like, damn, he must be from upstate New York or something. I don't know what's going on up there. But any which way, so I'd look at it, blah, blah, blah. And the other day, about a month or so ago, I came across a Bliss sale. I think it's called Bliss, right? Bliss Auto Sale. I don't know what it is. But any which way, the North Carolina guy. And so I was looking at it, and he was complaining, right? And it kind of hurt my heart. I'm going to tell you why. So if you guys have watched my channel, you've ever, spoken to me or anything like that, you know that I'm a big believer in supporting your team, right? So everyone on my team has to make money. Everyone on my team has to eat. And if they can't afford to eat, then it's up to me to feed them. You feel me? Like, God has blessed me. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not anything like that, but I'm still blessed in my own right, okay? I'm blessed in the fact that I can go out and I could afford to pay for dinners. I could afford to pay for lunches. I could afford to pay for events that we're going to go do, right? Like tonight, there's a group of us that are going to go out bowling. I don't know why they picked bowling, but whatever. It's not the point. The point is, I invited someone that I knew maybe couldn't have that. So I was like, yo, just come. It's no problem. I got you, bro. Got you. It's good. It's good. We're on a team. Eventually, my hope is they'll get to a point where now we're arguing about who's going to pick up the tab, right? In a good way. So Bliss over there was like, yo, I got to go on vacations by myself. I got to do this by myself. Like, he was putting down his team like they don't got the bread that he's got. So, and he's a religious person, or he says he's a religious person. And I was just looking at it like, damn, like, how do you eat at the table by yourself? Like, if you have all this knowledge and you can make money, then why don't you put people that you're with on, right? So your whole team can eat with you. Like, you don't have to be the only one who makes bread. And if these people, and if he's done that and they just don't know how to do it, or they're bad with money, that's on them. But I never heard that video from this man. So that was my only beef, if you will, with him, is the fact that he doesn't, that he kind of hoards it. He sells courses, and I think those courses are probably to sell to the general public. I would like to hope that if you're on his team, he's actually hand holding. Like, I will hand hold someone on my team and show them how I'm moving, how I'm making money, because I want them to make money. So that's ever only been the negative that I've ever had with this guy, because they're both, I'm going to say kids, and I don't mean it in a negative connotation. It's just what they are, man. They're in their 20s. God bless. You know what I'm saying? I wish. Both successful in their own right, okay? So I guess the Oregon guy, like, he's trying to say that Bliss, North Carolina guy, his numbers ain't real, okay? I'm not going to say that they're real or not. What I will say is this. There's been a lot of gurus on YouTube. There's been a lot of gurus on social media, all right? And anytime I see someone trying to sell a product or a course, I'm very skeptical of the numbers they put up. Okay. Now, you're either a person who's going to believe the numbers and you're going to buy the course and you're going to try to get some knowledge, or you're not. I think with our profession, if you're buying a course to do what we do, you're an idiot. Straight up and down. Unsubscribe from my channel. This channel is not meant for you. If you have to buy a course on how to become a car dealer, you're already the person we're selling cars to. There's the car flip, right? It's on Facebook. There's a common thing that they say there all the time. You were the flip, all right? Like, and that's my vacuum just telling me she's cleaning the mop pads. Anyway, then you were the flip, right? And that's how I look at it. Like, if you're buying a course, this isn't the game for you. You're swimming with sharks out here, and you will get eaten alive, okay? And it's not just his course; it's anyone's course. I said, go check my videos. I got receipts. I said it from the beginning. Don't buy courses. Everything you need to know. Yo, selling cars is so stupid easy, all right? Know what you're going to sell the car for. Look at Marketplace. Give some room for negotiation, right? Or go on Craigslist. Or go whatever outlet you're going to sell your car on. Figure out what they're selling for. Give a little bit of room for negotiation. Figure out how much profit you want to make. And then that's the number you got to buy the car for. Don't forget to factor in a little bit of recon. Now, you could be real good with that recon number if you actually go and inspect the car, right? Like, if you go to the auction and you inspect the car, then your recon number will be good. You'll know it has AC. You know how the starter is. You'll know how the battery is. You'll know how the tires look. You know how bad of a detail it's going to need, etc., etc. All right? So that's it. That's how to be a car dealer 101. That is it, my guy. If you need to buy a course for that, send me $100. I let you go up front, all right? Simple. In terms of this other shit, let's get back to the point. I'm sorry, man. I get wild sometimes. I get crazy ADHDs and motherfuckers. So let's point something else out. You have a guy in Oregon talking about what someone makes in North Carolina. That's like me being in Florida talking about what either one of these two guys make. My market is totally different than those two markets, okay? I believe my market is 60 miles, a 60-mile radius of Tampa, Florida. That's why I don't ask how much I'm going to sell cars for. I know how to find out how much I'm going to sell a car for because I will do a search 60 miles of my zip code. Not rocket science, guys. So I can't say that Bliss isn't selling the cars for the profit he's saying. So I think his profit margin was somewhere between $3,000 and $6,000 a car, right? The one thing that comes to mind when I'm watching Oregon versus Bliss is the cars that they buy are totally different, right? Like Bliss in North Carolina, I think his name is Bilal. If I mispronounce the name, I apologize. I mean, no disrespect. Bilal, he buys hot cars. Like, yo, Q50s, wide bodies, like those cars are in high demand. Now, he's in North Carolina, so I don't know, the market out there. But if he is in a niche and he's like, yo, all these cars sell where I'm at, boom, then he knows it and he's doing his thing. He's also spending a little bit more on the vehicle that he's buying, right? Again, it's different. And then when I look at Oregon, I don't know, bro. I didn't even know Oregon was a state, straight up and down. No, I'm playing. But for real, like Oregon, like I couldn't tell you the first thing about it, right? I get that shit confused with oregano, straight up. Like I'm no shots fired. I don't know the market out there. I seen the cars that this guy picks up, and to me, the cars that guy's picking up, they're like the lowest of the low. And again, these are not shots fired. Everyone's got to start somewhere to get somewhere. All right, so. If you have, let's just say you got 50 G's, all right? You got 50 G's and you're going to get into this game, but you're scared. Scared money don't make money. If you're looking at a car that Bilal's spending $5,000 on to make 10 grand after repairs, but you're scared to spend that $5,000, you might end up with 3 or 4 $1,000 cars and only be able to get them off for 3 or 4 grand after repairs. So your money is going to stack differently than someone who's not afraid. And that holds true for someone else. Like, look at Iaai, look at Copart. You see these, like, who is it? LNC out of California, I believe. Yo, my guys out there are buying $100,000, $200,000 Mercedes and Bentleys and Phantoms, right? The way that those guys are going to make money is going to blow both of these guys out of the water, right? So with that being said, it's hard to say that he's lying, all right? I think another point that the Oregon guy had said was oh, well, I'm gonna make $3,000 on this. What did he have? Like a Prius, right? But he spent $5,000 in the Prius. So right there, you're kind of already, like, your argument was that, unless I'm missing it, your argument was that the Bilal was lying. You just proved that it's possible to make $3,000 a flip selling salvage cars, right? So I don't understand what's going on. Like, you can't call someone a liar and then say that you're going to make the same dollar amount that you just accused them of lying about. Like, that didn't make sense to me at all. Another thing about me, guys, I take people at face value. Like, I don't see why someone would lie about anything. It doesn't make sense. But then again, I'm an old head, right? So my generation, we didn't really give a fuck about what the next man thought. Like, we don't care. Like, we weren't influenced by social media. We weren't influenced by all this other stuff. We was outside on the block, and your reputation, your real life reputation, was what got you what you got, right? Like you knew, yo, don't mess with that guy. That's trouble. Oh, that guy's soft, you know. And your reputation was just what it was. Now you can be a whole different person on social media, and you know, it is what it is, man. I'm not taking shots or nothing like that. It's just, it's different. You need to understand that what you're watching isn't always the truth, okay? I'm not calling either one of them a liar. I'm just saying, understand that what you see out here isn't true. And I don't, you know, someone's like, oh, show the tax returns. Man, I'll be damned if I show you my tax returns. I'd be damned. Like, what? Are you nuts? That's between my accountant, myself. That's it. That's it. Uncle Sam, the accountant, and me. That's it. That's the only, like, I'm damned to show you my tax. You got some nerve even asking for that. Like, that's how you know you're from a different era. That's how you know you're from a different neighborhood, to ask someone their tax returns. I don't even want to talk taxes, so I'm not even trying to get into that. Another thing that we should keep in mind, the state of Florida, I have to collect sales tax. I had to register the car for you. I had to title the car for you. All those state fees get added to the sales price, right? So now someone's coming on my lot to spend $5,000, right? Oh, okay, now with all the fees and BS, the $5,000 just went to $6,000, right? I don't know about North Carolina. I don't know about Oregon, but I do know Oklahoma, for instance. I spoke to a subscriber from Oklahoma. When he told me that someone could come on their dealership and buy a car and they could just hand them the title straight up and they go do their own paperwork, bro, I was tripped out. I was like, man, that's crazy, because I would make a ton more money. I always have to negotiate my prices because of tax, title, registration. I always have to do it. Oh, I didn't know, blah, 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 blah. Don't underestimate what people don't know. So what I'm going to say is this. If either one of these two guys are in a state similar to Oregon where you don't have to collect sales tax or whatever, it makes the car sale a lot easier. And all I have to do is hand you the title and you can go and do your own paperwork. That's great, because no one's actually thinking about what they're going to do at DMV, right? Like, no one's thinking about that. Oh, I just spent $6,000 on this car. I'll go do my own thing with that. And then they get there, and now it's someone else's job to collect the taxes and everything else on that $6,000. That's a beautiful setup. I wish we had that in Florida. Straight up, I wish we had that in Florida, right? So that's another factor that's got to get put in there. I'm in Florida. Rebuilt title cars are just as popular as regular title cars. Fucking Miami is four hours away from me. Like, that's like the rebuild capital of the world, right? So for me up here, I can't really chime in on what you'll make and won't make on a rebuilt title car, because they're just so common here. The market is flooded. Cars, generally speaking, in Tampa, Florida, it's a real dog-eat-dog world, like in Tampa. And I'm not saying not to come to Tampa and open up a dealership. I love competition. So by all means, come down here, open up a dealership. Like I said in the past video, I had a subscriber who spoke to Lucky Lopez, and Lucky Lopez out in Vegas was talking about, oh, don't come out here to start it, blah, 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 blah. And he's a big ass car dealer, like, or was. I haven't seen him in a minute. But, you know, like why would you discourage someone from coming to any? You could open up a dealership right next door to my spot. I don't care. Like, we're either going to do business together or we're not. We're going to be, and we're both selling cars, so it's going to be competitive regardless. It could be respectful competition, but it's going to be competition. I got to sell my cars before you sell your cars. If we both have the same Toyota Corolla sitting on that lot, I need to make mine a lot more better looking and better priced than yours. If someone comes on your lot and to look at your Corolla, I'm trying to park mine right next to the gate so they see mine and they want to come over. I'm putting the price on the back of the windshield, right? So this way, come on, guys, we know what we're doing here, right? We know what we're doing. Back to this this nonsense. So I don't know, man. I want to say, yeah, you can make that kind of money. You can make that kind of money, but understand, like the Bilal money, you can make that kind of money. From what I gather from him, he is a hard worker. Oh, let's talk about this. So homeboy in Oregon, I felt attacked on this comment. He said that Bilal has no mechanic knowledge and no bodywork knowledge. My boy, you're talking about me. I can't fix a car if my life depended on it. I just dropped the car off to bodywork yesterday. Tuesday. It's Thursday. It's already done though. I could pick it up this morning. Right? So I'm living proof that you can make money without having that knowledge. Now, I do know what a motor knock is. I can identify certain things, and I believe Bilal could probably do the same. But if I'm not mistaken, Bilal's not even going to the auction to look at cars anymore. I want to say he's got it so down pat, like something that I do. I can just look at a car and be like, all right, boom, this is what it's going to be, right? With him, these cars were running and driving when they got into accidents. For me, I already buy cars that have some mechanic issues, right? Like, I know it's got a blown motor. I know it's got a bad transmission. So while I'm doing clean title repairs, he's doing salvage title cosmetics, right? Body work. So his mentality is probably, well, no one crashes a car in their driveway, right? Because that's how I would look at it. So you're going to assume that they run and drive. Sure, might need an air conditioner, might need a compressor, whatever. His are all light hits. So that's all it comes down to, right? And his cars are a lot newer, right? If I'm buying cars like that are 10 years old or whatever, 15 years old, I'm going to expect that maybe they were riding around with no air conditioning. Maybe they did have a battery that was going out. I think Bilal gets low mileage cars too, right? So all this gets taken into consideration, all right? And again, I'm not pocket watching. I'm just letting you guys know that it is possible. In my opinion, it is possible to put up Bilal's numbers, okay? I hope I'm saying his name right, man. I should have stuck with Bliss, man. But I think it's possible. That man has a crazy-ass work ethic, okay? Every one of his videos, he's the one who's bringing the cars to the body shop. He's bringing it to get inspected. He was vacuuming out cars. As he grew, yeah, he got people to help him do these things. You have to. You can't have a dealership like he has, a 15-plus car dealership, and not be able to do that. An interesting thing that I'd be interested to find out, did he call Ed for that Lambo? Is that Lambo clean title or is it rebuilt title? That's an interesting thing, because I know guys that are in the rebuild space that have beautiful cars, and all their cars are usually rebuilt because they've just gotten so accustomed to having it. And it really shows a lot about the individual who sells a rebuilt title car but will only drive a clean title car. Like, you guys, if you guys don't know who I'm referring to when I say Ed, I don't even know if you're watching enough videos in the car space, but Ed from VinWiki, he is the king of blemished exotics, and much respect to Ed, man. And he owns it though. He owns it. Like, he knows what he likes and he knows how to buy it. But yeah, so you can definitely, without a doubt, you can definitely be successful in this game without having body shop or mechanic knowledge. 100%. And the guy that I just dropped off my car to on Tuesday, I didn't know him before Saturday. I'm at the auction. My brother's at the auction. We're bullshitting, blah, 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 blah. He's like, oh, man, I got this new body shop guy. He's right behind your spot. He was in my backyard, and I didn't know this guy. My brother, from an hour north of me, knew him and put me onto him. So if you're not actually going out to the auction, you're not networking, if you will, then sure, these hidden gems in your area might not be relatively available to you. So you do have to get out there. You do have to figure out who's in your area, who's doing it for the low. And not every time you pay low is it going to be good work. So yeah, it's possible, guys. If you're watching this video to figure out if you can buy the course or not, go ahead, spend your money, buy the course. I don't care. I'll sell you cars all day long. It's no problem. But if you're thinking if Bilal's a liar or not, I don't think he's a liar. I don't think he's a liar because I think it's possible, man. If you're spending $5,000 on a car and he's going to sell it for 10 after his repairs, he's going to make 3. Is he hitting it out of the park making 6? Yeah, I think if you spent, you know, $15,000, $20,000 on a car and you're putting it back together, a light hit, yeah, that's it. You can do it, right? Like, I don't know if you're going to do it every single time. I don't know if he only shows you the times he gets those big number hits because he is selling a course, right? So if I'm selling a course, I don't want to show you my $500 profit. I want to filter out anything under, let's just say, $3,000. So if I could tell you, hey, the minimum I make is $3,000, that means that I could sell my course for $2,000, right? Because my pitch to you is going to be, hey man, if you follow what I'm doing, you sell 1 car, the course is already paid for, you already got profit. So why would I show you a car that's less profit than the course, right? It's not good marketing. And I watched the video when he bought the Lambo, and I really felt like I was just watching an infomercial. But you can't knock someone for trying to make money. He has always had this course, right? Like he's refined it. As a matter of fact, he's the reason why my team wanted me to start creating a course for you guys. I just don't want. I don't have the time for it. I don't believe in it. It's just not my thing, right? Like it's not my thing. Now, I have brought subscribers to the auction. I've had one-on-ones with subscribers for free where, you know, we went over cars and how I price them out and all this other stuff. And we just took the knowledge I have from Tampa and put it in their area. To be clear, there is another guy, man. I think his last name was, I think it's Carlos Morales. Carlos Morales. Bro, he actually, a few months ago, he bought a rebuildable Lambo, if I'm not mistaken. He's a great channel. If you guys tune in with him, he's kind of similar to me, I think, where he doesn't release a lot of content, but when he does, it's always going to be a gem. I spoke to him, text message a few times. Seems like a genuine dude. I wish I could remember his channel. If I remember it, I'll put it in the comment below, and I'm not in the comment, in the description or whatever. And you can tell I'm not good at this. But yeah, man, so long story longer, I believe it's real. I believe you, if you're going to get into this game right now, you need to understand you need a bankroll. All right? You need a bankroll. Bilal, because of his religion, I believe he said it's haram, which is a sin, right? To have debt. And even in the Bible, I believe it says, and don't quote me on this, but I believe it says something to the effect of the debtor is enslaved to the creditor or something to that effect. Basically just saying that if you owe someone money or you have debt, that you are a slave to that person. And look at me with my mortgage, right? I have a mortgage on my house, okay? I have to go to work every day to pay this mortgage off. Now, I'm not that religious or anything like that, but I'm just saying, I have to do something. I have to sell 40 hours of my life every single week to make sure I could pay for this house, right? And again, that's an exaggeration. I don't have to actually sell that much, but you get what I'm saying. Long story longer, you get what I'm saying. And the same thing goes for car loans and credit card debt and everything else. If you break down everything you owe and you multiply that per hour of what you make, that's how much you have to sell of your life to pay for the things you took out in advance, all right? So Bilal probably came in the game with a couple $1,000s. And another thing too, Bilal, well, I already said this, he sells really nice cars. So I have two friends, exact opposites. Friend A, in case they watch this video, friend A is the epitome of cheap. When he looks at a car, he wants the cheapest version of that vehicle, right? It could have high miles, not look good, etc., etc. He'll always make less money than friend B, who will buy that same car, but he wants the best example of that vehicle. So friend B will spend more money up front than friend A, and when he sells it, he'll sell it for more money. Neither one of them is right or wrong. It's just a different style of doing the same thing. Me, if you guys are interested, I'm a Gemini, and I am true to that. I will buy a friend A car just as quick as I'll buy a friend B car. It just depends the mood that I'm in on that particular day. As a matter of fact, last night after I made that video that I don't even know if you guys seen yet, I was watching the auction. I ended up just buying a car right there on the spot. Like, boop. Didn't even know I wanted it. Didn't care. Just like, oh, I like a white car. Boop. Bought it. It was like $2,000, right? I'll put it on the buy here, pay here with $5,000. Not a problem. Whatever. But anyway, if you have the bankroll to do what Bilal does, get in the game and start doing it. Don't be afraid. Scared money don't make money. If you have a little bit of money, like if you have under the $10,000 mark, then do what Oregon's doing. Build it up, build it up, build it up. Learn, get some connections in the game, okay? Then transition over to what Bilal's doing if your goal is to make that kind of money. Let's keep an eye on Oregon guy because he just said that he now has an AFC floor plan. Good job, bro. AFC. I fuck with him too. I love AFC. But let's look at him because now he's got a taste of the blood, right? So he just spent $5,000 on that Prius and he said he's going to sell it for $9,000. It's interesting to see if he doesn't start to lean a little bit more towards the Bilal way of doing stuff, right? So, and again, that's what it is. You know, he's talking a lot about, you know, real life and what you could expect as a car dealer. I can tell you right now, both are true. Firsthand, both are true. Bilal's not lying, in my opinion. Bilal's not lying. I believe he's selling courses, so he might make it out to be a little bit better. And Oregon, he's not lying. That's his truth. The other one is Bilal's truth. And it comes down to budgeting, okay? I don't care if Bilal's dad, I think shots were fired about his dad helping him out. I don't care because if my daughter said, hey, I want to get in the game, I'm going to take her to the auction. I'm probably going to buy her her first 4 cars, right? I'm going to show her exactly what to do. As a matter of fact, I had this conversation with her last night. I said, hey, you know, school's not a thing for you. Maybe I'll bring you to the auction and start showing you the ropes if it's something you like. And I took it one step further because I just lied to you guys. I probably wouldn't buy her her first 4 cars. I would buy her 4 cars, but not her first 4. And I said, you know, money's a little bit tight for you right now. I'm like, get $500 up. We'll try to buy a $2,000 or $3,000 car. Whatever the dollar amount of the car is, we'll treat it like a percentage. So your $500 is, let's do $2,000 for easy math. So your percentage is 25% of the purchase price of the vehicle. If it needs no repairs, great. You're still in for 25%. We sell that car for $3,000. The profit margin is $1,000. I will give you $250 plus your $500 back for a grand total of $750 because you only invested 25%, which only entitles you to 25% of the profit. I'm a big believer in not necessarily giving stuff away until it's earned. Once I see she's in the game, I see she's doing good, and it's something she's gonna take serious, I probably will turbo boost her out and say, okay, boom, let's pick out 4 cars right now. We'll do these 4 cars, get her some padding, get her some money. And as long as she's holding the money right and she's not blowing it on whatever it is that a 20-year-old girl blows money on, and she's taking it serious, then I am 100% her biggest supporter. Understand something, guys. Family has to always come first, right? Unless they screw you over, then done. But with that being said, hey, man, listen, who knows? I believe Bilal. I believe anything's possible in this world. This is the greatest country, in my opinion, right? If that kid was able to come from wherever he came from and had a couple $1,000s and now has a Lambo in 2 years, how can you hate on that story? How can you hate on that story? The only hate you should have on that story right now is why it's not you. Why are you out here watching a guy like me or a guy like them and you're not out here doing it for yourself? Seriously, take that to heart, man. I'm not saying it in a negative way, but take that to heart. You need to stop watching these videos and start making that shit happen. If you need help, get at me. I'll do the best I can to help you for free. Like for free. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm out.